Hi my YouTube family, how you all doing today? Today is a meat-free day. I'm going to cook some saltfish. Here's the saltfish we're going to put it in the pot and to remove the salt from it. I'm going to use 2 pieces of saltfish and I'm going to do it with this is broad bean, 2 cans of broad bean. That's what I'm cooking today. And also I'm going to do some turned cornmeal. In Africa they call it Ogali. So guys, if it's the first time I'm coming across this channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, please do so. I'm going to cook the salt, get the salt out of the saltfish, and then I'll come back and let you see what I'm doing. Hi guys, I'm gonna, while my saltfish is cooking out the salt, while I'm trying to get the salt out of the fish, I'm gonna put some sea salt in this pot for the turned cornmeal. About a tablespoon of salt. I'm gonna put some butter. This is like 3/4 of a stick of butter. I'm going to turn on the stove and put it on medium so the water can boil. When the water boils, then we're going to add our cornmeal in it. So I think I need to change the water for this fish. I want to cook it twice, 2 times in fresh water, because that's how you get the salt out. When you cook it, throw off the water and cook it again. So I'm going to throw off the water and cook it again. I'm going to cover this pot for it to boil up quick. That's the pot for the cornmeal. And then I'm going to put some more water. Put some more water in this pot to cook out. The water is boiling now. It's ready for the cornmeal. So I'm going to start putting the cornmeal in the water. This is 1 cup. 2 cups. 3. Let's mix this and see if we need any more cornmeal in the pot. I have to put the stove on low. Yeah, this needs some more. Maybe 1 more scoop, 1 more cup. It's 4 cups of cornmeal. I'm going to turn off the stove a little, and then after I get it combined together, then I turn on back the stove because I don't want it to burn me, splash and burn me. When I get everything together, then I'll turn on back the stove for it to steam. I'm going to turn on back the stove now. I think I'm going to have to light it with the matches. Put it on low. To make sure you get out all the dry cornmeal. Make sure everything blend well when you turn in cornmeal. You don't want to see any dry spot. Have to make sure you have the right amount of water for the amount of cornmeal that you put in the pot to make sure it cooks evenly. That's all you have to do, guys. Make sure you don't have any dry spots in it. I'm going to let this steam now. Cover the pot and let it steam so it can cook some more. While my saltfish over there is cooking out, I don't want it to be too salt. You don't want to cook out all the salt, but it have to cook out to a certain degree for me. I don't use salt, plenty salt. And since I'm going to eat it, I have to cook out all the salt. If I was preparing it for somebody, then I would leave a little salt in it. But this is for me, so I'm going to cook out all the salt. Although some people say I can't cook out all the salt from the saltfish, so I'm going to cook it out and to my liking where it's not salt. I think that's better to see. I'm going to cover this now and let it steam. Yes, I'm going to cover the pot and let it steam. Okay guys, I'm going to cover it again and let it steam for the last time, and then I'll know when I come back to it, I know it's ready. I'm going to let this steam a little more, and then when I come back, I'll turn off the stove. I think it's almost ready now. This is almost ready. Yes guys, I think this is ready now. I'll just turn it again, drop it out in my serving dish, and I'll just turn off the stove and put it in the serving dish. I think this is ready now. I'm gonna prepare the dish. This is ready. Everything is together and it's ready. I'm gonna turn off the stove. When I'm ready to serve it, it's still warm and nice. So I'm going to cover it with a container. There's something to cover it. Hi guys, welcome and welcome back. This is the pot. I'm going to do the saltfish and the beans. We have 2 medium tomatoes, 1 large onion, 2 cloves of garlic, a piece of hot pepper, and some sweet pepper, which is, you call them bell pepper. So that is all we have in the pot here, and we are sauteing we're going to saute the vegetable before we put the saltfish in. That's what we're doing here now. This is my beans I have here. 2 can of beans. We throw off the water. They're cooked already. I throw off the water, rinse them, and put them in this dish. And this is the saltfish we have here. We're only going to use black pepper because we don't need anything else. Right. We have our natural seasoning here already. Only thing we need is a little black pepper. You guys can put whatever seasoning you want to put, but for me, you don't need anything, just a little black pepper. If you cook out too much salt and you like salt in your saltfish, then you can put a little more salt. You can put a little salt in it. This, when you do this and you put the saltfish in it, this can go with anything. You can go with cabbage, you can go with ackee. You know, saltfish can go with just about anything. You can have it for breakfast, you can have it for lunch, you can have it for dinner. But I'm having this for my dinner now. Saltfish and broad bean. You can try this, you can also try this recipe, guys. We're going to have it with our Ogali, cornmeal. In Africa, they call it Ogali. That's what we're going to have it with today. So this is how we do it. I have 2 medium tomatoes in this frying pan. frying pot here. I have a large onion slice. I have 2 pieces of hot pepper, and I have some bell pepper in it. So I have 2 cloves of garlic. That's what I have in here, and then I'm gonna wait on it to saute. When it's sauteed, then if you want to, some people would say fry up. Oh, I'm waiting on it to fry up. When it finish frying up, then I'm gonna put the saltfish in it. Okay guys, I'm gonna put my saltfish in now. Remember, you have to cook out the salt from the saltfish. Wash it, take off the scale, and then you put it in the size that you want it. Like if you want to pick it up fine, you do it fine. If you want to do it big, you do it big. Or whatever size you like, guys. You can do whatever you like with yours. I don't like when mine too small. I don't like to pick it up too fine. So I do mine like a medium size. So I'm going to let this cook down a little. The saltfish, put in the oil a little. And we don't use too much oil, guys. We just use a little oil to saute the seasoning, because we don't need a lot of oil. And then when we put the beans in, that will be okay. So you see, this looks so delicious already. I don't put the beans in it as yet. If you want to do this with saltfish, with cabbage, you can do this with cabbage. You can also do this with callaloo. You can also do with ackee, like if you're doing ackee and saltfish. You have lots of things where you can do this with, guys. As it is now, or you can put to cook with it. You can have it for breakfast, you can have it for lunch, or you can have it for dinner. So now I'm going to have mine for dinner. Okay. Give this some time, and then we put the beans in. Okay guys, I'm going to put the beans in now. See the beans. The beans in. Combine everything together, and if you like, you can put a little water in it, because sometimes the beans is still a little hard, so tough. So if you want to get them a little softer, you can put a little water in it and cover the pot. I'm going to put my black pepper now and see if you need to put any water. Let me taste it and see if you need any water in it. The beans. Delicious, guys. I think I'm gonna put a little water. Just a little water, guys. That's it. Cook down. I'm gonna put some black pepper. This is, I think this is done. see it there. This is ready, guys. So Jamaican style saltfish with broad bean. I'm gonna turn off the stove. This is ready. Also take it off that side of the stove, because if you leave it on the stove it will dry out. So we don't want it to dry out, so we remove it from that side of the stove. And there you go, guys. When I plate it, I'll come back and let you see my turned cornmeal and my Jamaican style saltfish and broad bean. Sauce, so I just put some water, a piece of butter, and some all-purpose seasoning. There you go, guys. This is my broad bean with saltfish. This is my turned cornmeal, which they call Ogali in Africa. And this is how it looks when you plate it. You can also try this recipe, guys, if you're home and you're thinking about something, what to cook, and you don't have any idea. You could just try the turned cornmeal with the saltfish and the broad bean. Either broad bean or baked bean or butter bean, not baked bean, either broad bean or butter bean. Thanks for watching this video, guys.